From Hollywood, it's everybody's game of strategy, knowledge, and fun. It's Tic-Tac-Dough. And now, here's our host, Wink Martindale.
Thank you very much, Charlie O'Donnell. Hello again, everybody. Thank you. Thank you, and welcome back to Tic-Tac-Dough. Thank you so much for joining us. We have an expectant mama on as our champion, and we have a tamale maker on as the challenger. Let's meet them both right now. First, the champ.
Our current champion is a housewife whose interest includes languages and astrology. Her winnings total in cash and prizes $7,950. Meet Wendy Wilson Sigerson. And her opponent is a tamale maker whose interests include reading and astronomy. Meet Eddie Jimenez.
Shake hands over there with sweet Wendy, our tamale maker, who also likes reading and astronomy.
Yes.
You make tamales, you like to read, and you're into astronomy.
Right.
What's the most important part of the three?
Astronomy.
Yeah, really? How'd you get into astronomy? Seriously?
I had an accident, maybe about 8 years ago, and I had a concussion. I was into guns, and then I couldn't fire any more guns, and then eventually I said, well, I might as well take up a quiet hobby.
Yeah.
So I took up astronomy, and I've been with it ever since.
Yeah, you have the telescopes and all that sort of thing, yeah? Does this come off, or is this real? Let me see. Shall I check? No, I don't think I'll do that. Hey, welcome, Eddie. Nice to see you. Did you bring us a tamale today?
No, I didn't, Wink.
You devil, you. Hi, Wendy.
Hi.
Nice to see you. Wendy also, I asked her at the end of the last show if she, cooks at home. She likes Italian food, too, and your favorite dish, I think you said, was...
chicken lasagna.
Chicken lasagna,
That's
yeah.
right.
It's one of my favorites, too. Wendy is a housewife. As Charlie said, she's won $7,950 so far. What are you going to do with the money?
With the new baby coming, do you have to ask me that?
Yeah, with a new baby coming along, I shouldn't even ask. Hey, welcome, and good luck to you. Good luck to you, challenger. Here we go. Let's play the game of tic-tac-dough and pick up where we left off on the last show. We were right in the middle of the game when we ran out of time, and these were the categories that we were dealing with. Our questions are on Finish the List, Double or Nothing, Poetry, Numbers, Asia, Opponent's Choice, Faces, Seesaw, and Action Films. The board looked like this, meaning if you count that up, the pot is worth $800. So with the 5 subjects that are left, let's shuffle them around, and Wendy, turn it back over to you. Select.
I'll try Finish the List in the middle.
All right, for a horizontal block of Eddie, answer this. A list of the 4 states which end with the letter O would include Colorado, Idaho, and 2 others. Finish the list, Wendy, by naming those other 2 states. And I'll give you a few seconds to think about those. Trying to block Eddie, Wendy. A list of 4 states which end with the letter O would include Colorado, Idaho, and 2 others. For a block, finish the list by naming those other 2 states.
Ohio.
Yes.
New Mexico.
You got the block. Boy, I couldn't do that on a bet. Maybe that's why I'm over here. Good for a block. Place an X there. 4 boxes left. We shuffle again. $1,100 in the pot. Eddie, she did it.
She sure did. I got to go with Asia, Wink.
Going to go with Asia this time? Here's your question on Asia to block Wendy. In 1950, Communist China sent troops to fight United States forces in this divided country. For a block, name this divided country.
Korea.
Yes, you had North Korea and South Korea. Asia for a block. Put a no there. 3 boxes remain. We shuffle. Wendy, our subjects are Asia, Faces, and Action Films.
I'll try Asia for the win, Wink.
All right, if you answer this correctly on Asia, you will indeed have a diagonal tic-tac-dough. It would be your 4th win. It would pay you $1,500 in cash. Added to your prior winnings, your total would jump to $9,450. Wendy, all of that for the answer to this. Although the fiber of the ginseng plant is used by the Chinese to produce this useful type of paper, the paper bears the name of an all-important grain. For tic-tac-dough and $9,450, name this paper.
Is that rice paper?
It is, and you have tic-tac-dough. Another win, number 4. Diagonally, you got it. And you picked up $1,500 for a total of $9,450. By the way, Wendy, I want to remind you that if you beat your next opponent after hopefully you beat the dragon, you'll win a brand new automobile for yourself and your hubby. Okay, Eddie, I'm sorry you didn't win. We didn't get a tamale. That's the problem around here. Listen, Eddie, we have a dozen tamales for you and a couple of nice parting gifts.
Thank you,
and our
Rick.
thanks for being with us on
You're
Tic
welcome.
Tac Day.
Thank you.
A good sport and a good player. We'll be back in just a moment. If Wendy beats her next opponent, if anybody beats 5 opponents in a row on Tic Tac Toe, this is what they win. Charlie?
It's a brand new car. The Eagle Wagon comes equipped with luxury features like air conditioning, AM/FM stereo, tinted glass, and roof rack, plus the confidence of Select Drive, the all-service four-wheel drive system furnished by American Motors. And now back to you, Wink.
Takes a lot of gusto to do that, Charlie, and you always do it well. Wendy, are you ready to try to beat the dragon again?
I sure am.
You're 1 out of 3 against him. Come over and let's give it another shot. Last time you didn't waste any time at all. Last time you beat the dragon in a few seconds flat. Try it again. Behind the numbers, various denominations of money, a tick and attack, and of course the thing in the center. He starts there and then he just rolls around the board. You never know where he's going to be. The idea is to go where he ain't. Reach $1,000, get letters when I say ain't. Reach $1,000 or more, get tick and tack, and here's what you're going to win. Listen.
Wendy, here are gifts that will have you traveling in luxury. First, Wendy, you'll travel with a look of opulence wearing these stunning diamond earrings. Exquisite diamond earrings from Gordon's Jewelers. A gorgeous array of diamonds set in a rich 14-karat gold setting, Gordon's. Then the man in your life will look truly first class in this handsome men's wardrobe. Botany 500 fashions for the gentleman, distinctive suits and sport coats to fit every lifestyle. Tailored with fine American craftsmanship by Botany 500. Next, pack your clothes and jewelry into this handsome set of luggage. Faye Swafford's 8-piece featherweight luggage designed with a traveler in mind. Simplicity with style, each piece personalized with your initials from Faye Swafford Originals. And finally, Wendy, the two of you can wear your finery as you stroll the deck on a luxury cruise to Acapulco and the Mexican Riviera. Journey down Mexico's Pacific coast, visiting such exotic resorts as Cabo San Lucas, Iztapa, Mazatlan, and fun-filled Acapulco with its famous cliffs. You'll enjoy a Holland American cruise aboard the Nordam to Acapulco and the Mexican Riviera. Experience spacious luxury and true ocean liner service from Holland American Line. This traveling in luxury package is worth in cash and prizes over $4,250.
Are you ready, lady? Okay, let's cover him up, move him around now. And I see Saxon came back.
I think he's afraid to answer. I'm going to ask Jeannie again. She was lucky.
All right, now Jeannie is...
In blue. She's next to my husband, Saxon.
Yeah, but is she a friend or
She's
a
a friend.
relative? Friend. Okay, Jeannie, let's get started. Number 5. All right, right in the center. Let's see if you've picked up a good number. Yeah, well, that's good for tack. On all of your previous games, I don't think you've gotten tick or tack either time.
I'm going to ask my mother, Kathy.
Mom?
Number 9.
Number 9. To go with tack, how about tick? Mama. Sorry about that, Mom. Doggone it. Sometimes it happens, and it's happened to you 3 times out of 4 times here versus the dragon. Where it was, let's see, tick, you needed, that's all right next door. Had she called out 8, she would have won all of those nice prizes worth over $4,250. But you still have, what is that, $9,450 in cash and prizes. You're doing all right for yourself.
I can't believe it.
Right? So why don't you move over there, Wendy? We'll meet a new contestant and see how you do in this next match as Wendy tries to win a brand new automobile. Charlie, who's going to try to beat her?
Wink, she's a sales manager whose interests include travel and dancing. Meet Susan Mond.
Hi, Susan.
Hi.
Welcome to Tic Tac Toe. What do you do as a sales manager?
Well, I work for a hotel, and it's my job to book group accommodations. And where I work, that means working with a lot of sports teams.
Sports teams? Why is that?
That's right. Well, the hotel is located very near 2 major sports facilities, and it's very convenient for them to stay there, but it does require a lot of planning.
What do you do to plan?
Well, for instance, let's say a pregame football breakfast might include 2 steaks, 6 eggs, a quart of milk for each player, and it's my job to make sure that they have comfortable accommodations and excellent service.
Must be tough working with all those football players, huh? We won't get into
I don't
that.
mind.
I checked into a hotel where they asked me if I'd mind making my own bed, and I said, well, being the good sport I was, I didn't mind. They handed me a hammer and some nails. Moving right on. Susan, if you will forgive me for that, we will take a look at the subjects on the board. Wendy, you too, you're the champ trying to beat Susan and win yourself a new automobile. The subjects are going to be big and little, jump-in category, chemistry, suitable titles, quotes, trivia dare, foreign words, player pass, and where are you? Wendy, I know where you are. You know where the subjects are. Let's begin.
I'll try foreign words in the lower left.
All right, and here's your question on that category. First, take a look at this foreign word. Wendy, this is the Spanish word for a day of the week. Name it.
Monday.
Right, that is Monday. In Spanish, lunes. Foreign words, place an X there and let's shuffle. Now, to our sales manager, Susan Mon.
I'll try trivia dare.
Okay, and this is the way we play Trivia Dare. I'll read the question, and then, Susan, you'll have to decide if you want to answer first or dare Wendy to go first. Certain species of bamboo are very fast growing. How much can bamboo grow in a day? Is it 3 inches, 3 feet, or 3 yards? Now, what do you want to do? I'll give you the opportunity to go first, or you can dare Wendy to go first.
I'll try to answer that question.
All right, would it be 3 inches, 3 feet, or 3 yards that a bamboo shoot can grow in a day?
3 inches?
No, that's incorrect. Now, Wendy, she said 3 inches. So you can pick up the X there by telling me, is it 3 feet or 3 yards in a day?
3 yards.
No, neither one of you got it. It's 3 feet. Bamboo can grow 3 feet in a day. So that box remains unclaimed. We shuffle the categories around. And Wendy, because it is your turn, we turn to you.
I'll try foreign words again on the left, Wink.
You like that category. Take a look at this foreign word, Wendy. This is the Italian word for something most little girls dream of becoming. Name it.
A lady.
Is that acceptable?
I'm sorry, Wink, that is not an acceptable
I'm sorry,
answer.
that is not the word. No, I'm sorry. This is the word for woman. Woman. I mean, they maybe become lady, but this means woman, not lady. So we have to go, they dream of becoming woman. Okay, let's move the categories around. Had we put the Italian word for lady up there, that would have been acceptable. Okay, Susan, we've shuffled. We're ready.
I will try play or pass in the upper right-hand corner.
All right, I'll read a question, and you either answer it or pass it up for the next question. The subject of the questions this time is kids television, kids TV. The popular children's show The Jetsons was set in the 21st century and told of the trials of George Jetson and his family living the suburban space-age life. Did George Jetson work for Spacely Sprockets, Coswell Cogs, or Gilman's Gears? You want to answer that question or go for the next one, which you'll have to answer?
I'll try to answer that one.
All right. Did George Jetson work for Spacely Sprockets, Coswell Cogs, or Gilman's Gears?
Spacely Sprockets?
You are right. Spacely Sprockets. I repeated that because I just wanted to see if I could do that twice. I got lucky. You have an O up there. We have $400 in the pot. We have a tie game so far. We'll be back to continue again. Wendy's tried to beat Susan to win a new automobile. She's won 4 games so far. We're in the midst of a match. 1X10 on the board. $400 in the pot. We shuffle. And Wendy, it's your turn.
I'll try foreign words again.
She takes a deep breath and says, foreign words. Look at this one, Wendy. Here's the German word for someone who commands respect. Name it.
That's a king.
That's right. That is a king. In German. König. Foreign words. Place an X there. Let's shuffle. $600 pot. Susan, your turn again.
Well, I better go with where are you for the block.
All right, to block Wendy, Susan, it's December of 1972, and you're standing with Harrison Schmidt, Eugene Cernan, and Ronald Evans, looking at a breathtaking sight. To your left is the Sea of Tranquility, and behind you stand the Taurus Mountains. For a block, where are you?
You're on the moon.
Right. They were the astronauts on the Apollo 17 mission on the moon. Standing on the moon, good for a block. Put an O there, let's shuffle. Playing for $800 now and more. Wendy?
I'll try quotes on the left.
All righty, and here's your question, Wendy. This Irish poet and playwright named Oscar was famous for witty sayings like, I can resist everything except temptation, and there is no sin except stupidity. Name him.
Oscar Wilde.
Yes, Oscar Wilde. Both of those quotes attributed to Oscar Wilde. 4 boxes left on the board. Let's shuffle. Will she win her car? Susan's trying to do something about that.
I'm going to go with Trivia Dare again for the block.
Remember how this works. I'll read the question, and then you'll have to decide if you want to answer first or dare Wendy to answer first. Of course, if you answer Susan, you'll have a successful vertical block. However, if you should turn it over to Wendy and she should answer it, she would have that fifth game of tic-tac-toe, a new car, and for this game, she'd pick up $1,200 in cash. Susan, this champion pool player once sank 526 balls in a row, which was a world record. Is he Willie Mosconi, Minnesota Fats, or Tommy Sutton? Now, do you want to answer that first, or do you want to dare Wendy to answer it first, knowing that you could give her tic-tac-toe? You need it for a block. What do you want to do?
It's going to be a guess, but I'm going to try to
Wait a minute.
answer.
You want to answer it first? Okay, you're going to go for it.
Yeah.
Are you saying you're not going to dare her, you want it?
Right.
Okay. The champion pool player once sank 526 balls in a row, a world record. For a block, is he Willie Mosconi, Minnesota Fats, or Tommy Sutton?
Minnesota Fats.
No, you're wrong. Wendy. There are two answers remaining. If you answer correctly, you'll have tic-tac-toe, $1,200 in cash, and a new car. Put it all together, and it would give you $23,650. Susan said Minnesota Fats. She's wrong. Is that man who set the world record Willie Mosconi or Tommy Sutton?
Mosconi.
You got it for tic-tac-toe. Now, Wendy, congratulations to you. But Wendy, have you ever been into a pool parlor before?
No.
Do you know anything at all about billiards or pool?
No.
Then how did you answer that? Were you guessing?
I never heard of Willie Sutton. I thought he was a bank robber.
I'm not sure he'd appreciate that. He wasn't, was he, by the way? No. Wendy, congratulations to you. It might have been a guess, but it was a good one. It gave you $1,200, a brand new automobile, and you have a total winnings now of $23,850 in cash and prizes. What a smile, and I don't blame her for smiling. She's got reason to. Well, Susan, you took a shot at that pool player and you picked the wrong one. But again, you probably haven't been into a pool parlor either, have you?
Oh, no, never.
Susan, you still have a couple of nice prizes for yourself as our consolation gift to you. And our thanks for playing tic-tac-toe.
Well,
You're a
thank
lovely
you.
lady.
I enjoyed it.
Our sales manager, Susan Monk. We're going to take a break and we'll be right back. You know, it almost never fails on this show. I was just talking to Wendy about how happy she is and delighted she is to have won so much, especially the automobile. And you said when you first came on the show, what did you have in mind?
Oh, I was just hoping to get one tie game.
Maybe just get past one question, huh? There's some people who don't get past that first question. It's happened before. Wendy, congratulations. And your interest in languages reminds me once again, when you first came on, you said something very nice to us in Japanese. Now, you feel very happy at this moment. If you expressed your feelings in the language, the Japanese language, what would you say to me?
私はとっても嬉しいです。
It's very short and sweet. What does that mean?
I'm very happy.
No, I don't blame her. You know why she's happy? Has anybody forgotten? How about you folks out there? She won herself a car. She's going to share it with her husband. Because I can tell by looking at him, he probably will end up driving it more than you. You may let the kid use it, the new little baby, later. But she has a total now, $23,850 in cash and prizes, and that's delightful. Wendy, congratulations to you. Thank you for coming on. You're an excellent champion, and you play the game so well. You want to come back and try it again?
Certainly do.
All right, you're going to try to beat the dragon. First time we meet on the next show. We hope to see you there, too. I'm Wink. This is Wendy, and they all know who they are, and you know who you are. We'll be back next time. Bye-bye.
Whether you're a hammered deep clean, more power to you.
puts teens in the hot seat.
I know. Yeah, this is tough.
But things really heat up in the final round.
You look fired up. Good luck. Let's do this.
One question.
Life would be so much easier if I
10 answers.
lived closer to work, was rich, didn't have to pay rent.
But only the top 5 will lead to victory.
So nervous. Congratulations! You just won!
Flip Side. All new weeknights at 5 on Game Show Network.